Hello everyone, how is it going? This is the Video Gamer 64 and Mr. Arcade Retro Gamer 64 here. And as all of you can see, I am filming back in the kitchen. My mom is back at work, so I will start filming videos in the kitchen. And yeah, in this video of mine, I want to show my entire Super Nintendo collection in HD. Because I noticed the last time I added the Super Nintendo collection, it was on a tablet in bad quality. So I figured that I would add it in on this computer and make it in HD. And I would not add another Super Nintendo collection video until I get more Super Nintendo games, which I haven't seen no Super Nintendo games lately. Excuse me. So I haven't. So I'm not going to make any more Super Nintendo videos unless they're reviews and gameplay and stuff. However, I will like once I get more Super Nintendo games, I will update the collection video and so forth. Well, anyways, guys, let's get started with my entire Super Nintendo collection in HD in 2019. First one I pull out, it is Brunswick World Tournament of Champions. I picked this up at Second and Charles. Picked this up for $1.95. And what is my opinion on it? In my opinion, it's a pretty good game for a bowling game. I have to say this is one of the best bowling games I've ever played. And if any of you are looking for a fun sports game or a fun bowling game, I highly recommend this one. In proof, I got it for $1.95. Next, we have a game that I was once addicted to on the Super Nintendo, and I love this game to this day. I mainly play Nintendo Switch nowadays. Yeah, I still play the Switch. Just started back playing it last night. And anyway, the next one is Miss Pac-Man. Now this game, I think this is the highest I've ever scored in a game. Miss Pac-Man game, which was on this cartridge, and I scored over 150,000 points. No joke, over 150,000 points in Miss Pac-Man on this version of Miss Pac-Man. And to this day, I still cannot even come close to that score. I don't know how I done it a few years ago, but I did it. Next, we have Timon and Pumbaa, and it says Jungle Games. Now, what is my opinion on this one? This is my friend's cartridge, Casey's cartridge, and so basically, I'm doing some of them is his and some of them's mine. Like Miss Pac-Man and Brunswick Pro Bowling, that's mine. But in my opinion, this is an okay game. Not an okay game. I say this is a good game, and I haven't played it in a while, so yeah. Next, we have the very last Super Nintendo game that ever came out in North America back in '98 or '99, and that is Frogger. In my opinion, this is one of the best versions of Frogger that you could ever play. I highly recommend this version of Frogger. All of you must get it if any of you haven't played this one. Next, we got a classic Super Nintendo game. I need to clean this off because I got it in this kind of condition, and I need to clean it off, like this part off. And yeah. Anyway, this is a great game. It's pretty fun. Me and Casey were playing on this one time, and we did some humorous stuff on this game. And yeah, it's pretty fun. I highly recommend this game to anybody that hasn't played it. Oh God, I dread showing this game. It's one of the worst games ever made on the Super Nintendo. It's even one of the worst games of all time. And my friend got this in Florida, Casey did, because he's a fan of Batman and other superheroes, which I'm a fan of other superheroes too, but I sure in the hell ain't a fan of this game, and that's Batman Forever. I cannot stand this game. Even though my favorite villain is on the cover of this cartridge, the Riddler. But I cannot stand this game. I hate this game. I despise this game. And basically, it's weird controls. The gameplay's weird. Everything about it's weird. I don't recommend it. Next, we got the Incredible Hulk. Now, this game is way better than Batman Forever. Some people might hate this game, but I'd rather play this than Batman Forever any day. But it's not the best Super Nintendo game. It's far from being the best Super Nintendo game ever made. Next, we got Donkey Kong Country. I love this game. This is one of the best Super Nintendo games I've ever played. I highly recommend this game. I came close to beating it with Casey one night, because that's all he loves to play, that in the PlayStation 4. And, yeah. Anyway, this is a wonderful game. I highly recommend this game to anybody. It's well worth it. And let me get the other ones out before I drop them. Okay. Next we have one of the greatest games on the Super Nintendo ever made, and one of the greatest games of all time, just like Donkey Kong Country. And that is Super Mario World. I love this game. It's fun and highly addicting, especially with Yoshi in it. And you can ride as Yoshi with Mario on it and stuff. I might do a review and show gameplay of this one day. I'm not for sure yet. But anyway, it's a great game and I highly recommend that one. Next we have a great game made by Capcom on the Super Nintendo, and that's Goof Troop. This was one of the first Super Nintendo games I've ever gotten. I think back in 2009 or 2010. Anyway, this is a wonderful game. Highly recommend it. Next, we got a great game right here. And that's Super Mario Kart, the Mario Kart game that started it all. This is one of the best Mario Kart games of all time. I highly recommend this game to anybody that hasn't played it. It is well worth the game. I mean, it's well worth the game. The game's worth it, but it's well worth the money getting this. And the final one I have is Tasmania. And obviously all of you can see the rental stickers on the side. And on this side, and they even got a code on the back of it. And then the front. But anyway, guys, I had the box to this, and I think Casey still has it. But yeah. Anyway, this was originally my cartridge, and then I let him borrow the Super Nintendo for the longest time, and then he let me borrow it. So basically, friends are adopting the Super Nintendo. But yeah, this is a okay game. Anyways, guys, I hope all of you guys enjoyed this video of mine. Feel free to subscribe to the Video Gamer 64 channel and my Mr. Arcade Retro Gamer 64 channel to see more videos on here. This is the Video Gamer 64 and Mr. Arcade Retro Gamer 64 signing off.